Hi. I know I said I was going to wait until tomorrow, but considering the fact that I'm not tired right now, I might as well do the info now for the stories. I'm actually going to do one tonight, and then I'll do another one tomorrow. So, if you guys watched my previous video, hopefully you guys did. I told you guys to watch the longer bios on here. And I said I was going to have the longer bios on here anyway. This is my Sorex June 15 account video, so you guys will be able to actually take into heart what I'm saying about the stories that I'm going to be writing. If you guys, hopefully you guys will follow me on fanfiction.net. My fanfiction name is Twilight Dawn Hikaru, and yeah, as you can probably already guess, Hikaru is actually based off of me. Like, yeah, hair-wise, yeah. Anyway, I might as well start from the beginning. I'm not gonna go out of order this time. The first story is Birth by Sleep, Training Hikaru. Oh, ow. Too bright of a light. Okay. Training Hikaru, there are points in her life where she's only 4 years old. She's only 4. Same age as Sora. Riku's a year older. Kairi's maybe half a year younger, if not a year younger. But she had to, throughout her life, she is going through everything that Terra, Aqua, and Ventus were going through. But here's the thing, for Hikaru, she, only being 4 years old, she has been trained to use the Keyblade at an early age, at the age of 3. When she was old enough to walk and talk at the age of 2, well, she started walking at the age of 1, she started talking at the age of 2, so she was able to understand a little bit about what is going on, how Aqua and Terra are teaching her behind Master Ericus's back, I'd have to say. And she liked the fact that she was training. She liked it. She liked the training methods that Terra and Aqua had for her. And at the age of 3 was when the real training started. Terra gave her, as a third birthday present, a wooden Keyblade, made in the style of his own, like he did for Ventus to train. But of course when she was 4, Master Xehanort brought Ventus in with no memory of anything. He can't answer anything, that's why he freaks out. But obviously, Hikaru can kind of understand, because it was almost like she went in with no memory, but she knew one thing, is that Aqua was her sister. Aqua was her older sister, and her only family that she had. She forgot what her parents looked like. She had no memory of anything else other than Aqua being her blood sister, her bloodborne sister. And even Aqua knew that. With Hikaru's training, Ventus had joined in with the training when she was 4 years old. And Terra got him to open up a little bit more by talking with him. It's like guy time kind of thing. Yeah, it's bromance time for those two. It's bromance. Complete bromance. Before any of you ask, I'm on and off with yaoi I do not see Terra and Ven together. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't even see Sora and Riku together. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can see other people. I can see like I can see Sykes and Axel, kind of. I can see Marluxia and Luxord, but I cannot see Terra and Ven, and I cannot see Sora and Riku. No, just no. That's a big no for me. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm on and off with Yaoi, so yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Anyway, Terra and Aqua and Master Ericus, they know that Terra and Aqua are training Ventus, because Ven needed to know how to use the Keyblade, and he didn't know for sure if he did know how. So that's why, with the entire thing going on, and with that wooden Keyblade that Terra had given to Hikaru, he made a mock ceremony for Ventus with that key, with that wooden Keyblade. And a lot of us should remember that from like all the flashbacks that either Ven or Terra have, like where Terra's all like, in your hand, take this key. I can't believe I just did that. But Ventus, little did Terra know, Ventus was actually paying close attention to the words, because that was something he would probably have to remember for when he would take his mark of mastery and he could pass his down. And what Terra did, Terra actually told Ventus that when I give you this, when you were listening, I know you were listening, Ven. I knew you were listening from the start when I first started saying that. But the reason why I did this is so all three of us, you, me, and Aqua, can do this for young Hikaru, because she needs a Keyblade in the future to protect her. Little did he know that she was going to get it later on down the line. And she never got it from Master Ericus. She never got it from Master Ericus because Master Ericus thought that she was too young to wield the Keyblade, so it wasn't going to be necessary for her to have it at that point. Her heart's not strong enough for her, so he thought. Xehanort was the one that saw it, but he never said anything. And Hikaru knew she had a strong heart. Aqua knew that Hikaru had a strong heart. Absolutely knew. And it was a good thing, because Hikaru doesn't usually catch on these things that fast. And I'm trying to think. I'm sorry if I am stalling. If I seem like I'm stalling, I'm not. I'm trying to actually think what else I was going to say. Anyway, okay, I got it. You know how the alarm bell kind of rings when after the Mark Mastery is done for Terra and Aqua, and Ventus is in his room just swinging that wooden Keyblade with the back of his hand like that, boom boom, kind of like that, just in the air. And hearing that, he had to get up, and he was talking to Vanitas. Well, Hikaru was just outside the door. She was about to get Ven when it happened, because she could hear it. And usually people, when kids are that young, they don't hear that kind of thing. Especially ones that are not Keyblade wielders. And with that ceremony that Terra, Aqua, and Ven gave her, she had heard it. She could hear it. Ericus didn't know. So Hikaru was just wandering around, and she ended up in the training hall and saw Ericus and Aqua and Terra, and she didn't know where Ven was. But she was wondering, what was that sound? She was literally walking up. She walked up to Aqua and tugged on her little skirt, tugged on her clothes, and like, what was that sound, Aqua? And Aqua's just like, what are you talking about? And she said, that alarm bell ringing. What was that for? And Ericus heard, and all of a sudden he started getting a little suspicious about those two. And Ericus is like, how can she hear that? She doesn't wield a Keyblade yet. And Aqua, well, Terra had to come up with this lie saying that she probably just heard us. She probably just heard us. I don't know. And he was trying to cover it up. He didn't know what to say to his own master. He didn't know what to say. Aqua didn't want to lie. She's a master. She didn't want to lie. But Aqua told her to go get Ven, and she nodded and ran off to go get Ventus. And right when she went to the door, when the alarm rang again, she heard, "Better hurry, Ventus." And she's like, "What? I don't, what? Who beat me to the punch? Who beat me to it?" And so she took a peek, like through a crack in the door that's open slightly, and she sees this boy in a mask with Ventus, and she didn't know what to do. She's like, "Who is that?" She heard Master Xehanort talking to him, obviously, after Terra and Aqua had their Mark of Mastery, and she didn't know who it was, but she recognized the voice. And she didn't catch the name at first, either. But she walked in as soon as he disappeared, and she had this feeling. She had a feeling in her heart, along with Ven, that Terra was going to be gone. Obviously, after hearing, or you never see Terra again, by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person. She heard that, and so she walked into the room, tugged on Ven's pants, and motioned, "Let's go after Terra. Let's go after Big Brother." And so they ran out together, and Ven is screaming his name like crazy, trying to get his attention until they got outside. But not only that, that began her journey. That began her very first journey. She had, I would say she kind of had snuck onto Terra's glider. and Keyblade glider, and like she hung on for dear life, going through lanes between. She hung on for dear life. She's like, no, don't drop me, don't drop me. Terra's like, what the heck are you doing? She's like, I want to come with you. So she goes wherever Terra goes, and she does the same for Aqua and does the same for Ventus as well. But they know for a fact, only on the first trip that they each had, will they start freaking out the fact that she's following them. But yeah, she finds her way to go with them. She finds her ways, and she had caught onto every single glider. But afterwards, they started letting her go with them. They started letting her travel with them, going to worlds, that way she can get some experience fighting the unversed. And that is, I will explain in the next storyline, where she's like remembering the enemies that she fought against before, and the new ones that she had to go up against were not. We're probably kind of related to the ones that she fought in the past, but it wasn't all that much for her. But she would stay in that world, and she would usually either stay in that world until the next person showed up, or she will wind up going through a random dark portal, and end up where the next person is. If I remember correctly, after Terra left Enchanted Dominion, after Terra would leave Enchanted Dominion, it would be Ven's turn to go, but he starts off more at, I want to say Dwarf Woodlands is where he started. I want to say that, but I don't know for sure if that's where he started. Man, my mind is getting hazy over Birth by Sleep. But, you guys basically get the idea. She will go through the entire world from beginning to end with anybody. She will go through the entire world. Like Castle of Dreams. She will start with Ventus. and then later she will go on to Terra, and then finally she will finish with Aqua. Enchanted Dominion, start with Terra, then go to Ventus, then go to Aqua. Aqua, for some reason, always ends up last. I don't know why. Now, Disney Town, I really don't know who started. I don't know if it was Terra, I don't know if it was Aqua, I don't know if it was Ven. But Radiant Garden, I know for sure Terra was there first. And then it was Aqua, and then it was Ventus. I think that's the way it was for Radiant Garden anyway. I just can't remember Disney Towns. And like Deep Space starts with Terra. Then Ventus? And then Aqua? No, Terra, Aqua, and then Ventus. I'm trying to remember the journeys and how it's layered. Destiny Islands is the only place that Hikaru never went to with anybody. She actually, for the fun of it, Ven told Peter Pan to watch Hikaru until he got back. Until someone went there to get her. And so he went to Destiny Islands. He would go to Destiny Islands along with Aqua and Terra. Little did Terra know, though, while Hikaru was in Neverland, Hook captured her. So it wasn't the first time that she got captured. For those who have seen my long bio, I'm sorry about that again, with explaining the stories. In Rescue Me from Darkness, Hikaru gets captured in the Pride Lands. So being captured by Hook wasn't the first time, nor will it ever be the first time. But that is where she also experienced darkness for the very first time. When she's with Terra, she experiences darkness. When she's with Aqua, she experiences the ideas of a master, what to keep in mind, and with Ven, she knows how to have fun. And knows how to fight. Considerably fight with magic. Even though that's more Aqua style, it's for Ven as well, because since he uses Wayward Wind, he has a lot of arrow magic. Aqua should have a lot of water magic and light, and Terra has darkness. Hi, Abby. Brother's dog. But anyway, and that was my dad as well. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hi, Abby. You're a good girl. Stay. Anyway, with going on those journeys with Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, she experiences a lot. She witnesses conversations, and their conversations she doesn't want to listen to. Especially with Terra and Xehanort. She doesn't want to listen to those. She doesn't want to see Terra use darkness, because she became afraid of it. She became afraid of the darkness, and I'm pretty sure some people in the dark will probably tell her, stay afraid of it. But people in the light will tell her, don't be afraid, because it's going to guide you one day. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows. But she winds up going through everything, and while on her journeys with Aqua, she would see the Wayfinder that Aqua had, and with Terra and with Ventus, she will see those Wayfinders. And she told Aqua during their journeys together, I want one too. So Aqua gave her, Aqua said, I will make you a Wayfinder one day, I promise you that. And she made a pinky promise. One day she would make a Wayfinder for her. She did not expect to get hers, but yeah. Anyway, for a final journey together, she wound up in the Keyblade graveyard all together at the end of the journey with Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. She was actually with Ven, and Ven was feeling a little sad, so she was right there holding his hand, making sure that he didn't feel any sad, making sure he didn't feel upset about anything. And he told her that he was going to be used for something bad and he didn't want to. And she told him, only you can decide if you want to be used or not. She was smart for a 4-year-old, very smart, and obviously he did not expect that. But he had to tell Aqua and Terra. And he knew that she was starting to gain a Keyblade, but he didn't know what Keyblade she was going to get yet. Until the fight. She was going to fight with them, and she didn't have any armor, so she was stuck. She was stuck fighting with what she had. She had no armor at all, whatsoever. No armor. So, like when Ven told them that he was going to have to be used as a weapon, he obviously told them, like, I'm asking you as a friend, just put an end to me. Even though Terra said nothing can tear them apart. And he just said, just put an end to me. I want all 3 of you as a friend. Just put an end to me. I don't want you guys to suffer through this thing that I have to. And he didn't know that little Hikaru was going to be suffering the most because Ven was close to her in her heart. And so was Terra, and so was Aqua. She didn't want to lose them. She didn't want to lose any one of them. So, while fighting, like, she had to protect Ven, but running into Braig, she kind of feared him when she ran into him in Radiant Garden, who was working with Xehanort. She overheard the conversation. She didn't want to, but she did. So, like, she was actually close to telling Terra. She was that close to telling Terra that they were planning on getting him to use darkness, and she did not want him to use it, and he wound up using it anyway. Oh my gosh. But that battle at the Keyblade graveyard with, like, bringing up of the Keyblade and with the Keyblade War and blah blah and all that stuff that Xehanort's been saying, with Vanitas by his side, unexpectedly, obviously. Well, not unexpectedly. Everyone expects Vanitas to be by Xehanort all the time. But, I was going to... Hikaru, with Terra, was the first one to run up. But as soon as she started running, was when she first got her Keyblade. Ven was actually rather shocked because Terra had a more experienced Keyblade in his hand, not from, like, giving it to darkness, but he had a more experienced Keyblade, so a smaller version of Earthshaker showed up in her hand. Like, literally a small child-sized version of Earthshaker showed up. And it was actually, the Keyblade was actually a mixture. She held it like Ven. It had the handle of Ven's Wayward Wind. It had the blade of Earthshaker, and it had the teeth of Rainfell, of Aqua's Keyblade. So she was fighting with a Keyblade like that, but after quite some time she lost the ability to use it, because that was a one-time Keyblade for her to use, and it was just given to her out of randomness. But she was fighting up there, and when Xehanort froze Ven and, like, tossed him down the hill and down the mountain, and Aqua caught him, Aqua actually caught both Ven and Hikaru. And Hikaru wasn't frozen. Hikaru wasn't frozen. It was only Ven. But she told Hikaru to stay with Ventus to be sure that he's okay. And she said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it, Big Sis. I'll do it. And so she would just sit right next to Ven, and she would hold his frozen hand and like make sure that he would get enough warmth from her hand, from her tiny hands, just like holding it like this. And Braig comes out of nowhere and picks a fight with Aqua, and saying like how she shouldn't be so happy about she wouldn't be so happy about Terra deep sixing their master, because even though Terra had already explained to her that that he had killed Master Ericus, but was stupid because he helped Xehanort do it, Aqua wasn't really upset with him, but she didn't quite understand how he was still going to be fighting the darkness that way. But that's how it was for him anyway. So, yeah. But after that fight, when Ven also had to fight Vanitas, and Vanitas got control of Ven's body, like how Xehanort would for Terra, and holding the Keyblade, which was complete crap, Mickey comes to the rescue, saves Aqua and Ven's body, and also saves little Hikaru, because he knew he had to. Queen Minnie had mentioned to Mickey when he went home after training with the young Cid that there was this little girl with Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. This cute, adorable little girl. Aqua said that she was her little sister. And so Mickey looked at her and saw the exact hairstyle of Aqua, and her eyes at that point were complete blue. So actually, in a way, her hair never changed. But it was the hairstyle that got him, because it was the same as Aqua's. But her hair was just a bit longer. And after saving the body, after the Keyblade was smashed almost, but the magic just didn't suit it, and you don't need 2 people, you need 20. And Xehanort did not count. Xehanort did not. Xehanort didn't care about that. He figured one of pure light and one of pure darkness would forge and make the Keyblade, and that did not help. It was also... anyway, I am just getting sidetracked because Kyrie's thing is playing. But, Mickey takes them back to Mysterious Tower, and Hikaru and Aqua wake up, and they see Mickey, and they see Yen Sid, and they see Ventus, but Hikaru's not knowing what's going on, because she thinks that Ven is still asleep, and he won't wake up. He's probably just in a deep sleep and just needed some rest, in which, in fact, it was not the case. She didn't know until later that Ven's heart was asleep. But Aqua told her as soon as she was going to take Ventus home to land departure, she wanted Hikaru to be safe in another world, so Xehanort won't find her. Little did you know that Xehanort will find her, but he would not know it was her. Because she's going to look a little different. Aqua had given her, as a present, as one last present from her, a little armor piece. She had put it like how you see like in Sailor Moon with like that little piece that they have, like either on like a piece of jewelry or something. Yeah, it's like that. It's like in that center. It's in the center of a little sailor top uniform that she had. And she was like, just touch that, you will have armor, use that special Keyblade that you have, and get yourself to Radiant Garden. I want you to be safe. So she touches it, and she instantly gets like she instantly gets like a mixture of Terra, Aqua, and Ventus armor. Like the Keyblade, she gets that. She gets it like that. It's Terra's color, Aqua's style, with a mix of Ventus. The helmet is Terra, the arms and legs are Aqua, and the body is Ven. And like the torso down, like I said, minus the legs, is Ventus. So it gets her, and she asks Aqua, what am I supposed to do with my Keyblade again? And Aqua showed her what she's supposed to do. And she tossed it up in the air, like Terra would, to get the glider working. So she gets her glider and goes off to Radiant Garden, because she knew if she disobeyed her sister, then she's going to be in for it later. So, and her sister and Aqua already told her that she had already alerted the leader of Radiant Garden, which was at that time Lord Ansem the Wise. She stayed with Ansem. She would always stick close to him. She would stick close to Ienzo as well. She made friends with Ienzo. She made friends with Lee and Isa. She made friends with Evan, so she was always part of the little experiment. She would help him, being a little scientist that she is. And she would go out for ice cream with Ansem and with Ienzo. And sometimes she will, but she'll mainly go out with Ansem, while Ienzo would be stuck inside. Because, obviously, yeah. But if she ever goes outside, she runs into Lee and Isa, or Isa. She mainly runs into Lee, and she became the best of friends with Lee at the age of 4. As soon as she saw Aqua again, she was close to running up to her because she knew Terra was there too. She had the feeling in her heart Terra was there, but as soon as she saw him, he was completely different. So she kind of figured that's what Vanitas was saying. He wasn't going to be the same. Yeah, he wasn't the same. Xehanort took over his body, and he's fighting his hardest inside his own heart to gain control again. So Terra had actually told Aqua, as we know, that she needed to destroy him. Put an end to me is what he was telling her. Put an end to me. As soon as she transformed Land Departure into Castle Oblivion, and that Chamber of Waking was never found by anyone else other than a master. Other than a Keyblade master, nobody knows that room ever existed. They know it exists, but they can't find it, actually. In that way. They can't find it. So she goes to fight Terra, and that darkness was so powerful, she can't take it. And Hikaru was sensing it, so she actually starts backing away, and she's terrified that Xehanort had taken over her adopted big brother's body, and basically kicked him out of, kicked Terra's heart out of him, almost. But as soon as Chaos Ripper, I want to say, Chaos Ripper, after Xehanort shoves Chaos Ripper into his heart, like, shoves the tip in, like, right over the heart, Terra's heart escapes. That's where it goes into his armor that is still in the Keyblade graveyard. And nobody's going to know until they go there themselves to find it. But, he'll be waiting there patiently for years, waiting for Xehanort to return so he can fight and get his body back. But I don't think that would even be possible, even if Xehanort wanted to leave, but no. But, she stayed with Ansem the Wise, but she stayed clear. She steered clear of Xehanort. Well, in other words, Terranort. Because he still looked like Terra, but he was still Xehanort. It was still Xehanort, just looked like Terra, so she was kind of iffy. Do I want to go near him? Do I want to stay away? But she decided to just steer clear, stay away from him, because going near him would only mean bad news. So she had to just like keep herself away. She would always hide behind Ansem whenever he shows up. She would hide under his desk, making sure he doesn't see her. She was just like, and she would look up and she's like, did he see me? And he's like, no, what ails you, child? And she's just like, I don't like that man. I don't like him. No, I don't like him. And she would try to hide. But years go by, Heartless starts showing up. She is then transported, no memory of either home, because Radiant Garden became her home after a while. She was transported to Destiny Islands. No memory, like I said, no memory of either home. She doesn't have memory of Radiant Garden. She does not have memory of Land Departure. And Aqua had a feeling about that. So when she went to Destiny Islands, she gave Sora her own Wayfinder. And, well, after her fight with Terra, before her fight with Terra, she went back to Disney Islands to see Sora, to meet him face to face, and she thought he was adorable, and she figured that Hikaru would have a good time getting to know him because he was sweet, he was kind, and he reminded her of Ventus. Anyway, she gave her Wayfinder to him to give to Hikaru when she got there. It wasn't until their first journey where Sora actually gave Hikaru the Wayfinder and the dark royal blue, almost black stone necklace. Kind of like Kairi with the pearl and with the magic and stuff that Appa put on her. But yeah, it was just the way it was for her. And ever since then and she was 7 years old when she went to Destiny Islands. She was 7 years old when she met Riku and Sora. And 7 when she met Kairi. And they became best of friends. She and Kairi did, and she and Sora did, and she and Riku did. So it was the 4 Musketeers, not the 3 Musketeers, the 4 Musketeers. And there were often times where Kairi would get sick and she would have to stay home, so Hikaru would tell her later about everything that's been going on, and she was really excited the fact that she got to stay with Kairi instead of with Sora and Riku, because I'm pretty sure Aqua would probably get onto her for staying in the same room with a guy. Even though they're near the same age, or since Riku's a year older, Sora and Hikaru are the same age. So Riku is a year older than them both, and Kairi is around the same age, if not a year younger. So, yeah. Anyway, that is Birth by Sleep, training Hikaru. This is just Hikaru when she was young. So, this is just basically all that I can say. This video has gone on long enough. So I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow in the next video, where I'm going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts, the start of our friendship. Later. Is this dream for real? Like, is this for real or not?